After winning the amazing race, Kim and I realized that we could win at anything as long as we work together. Now, we want to unlock that win at anything potential in you.
Chip and I are so inspired by promoting happy, healthy, and thriving relationships.
Oh, you can't be sounding all coquettish, girl. You know how you expect me to concentrate on anything, but you know what?
You're so cute.
Welcome to this episode of My Queen and I. Oh, how you doing today, baby?
I'm doing good.
Awesome. Well, I am Chip, and this is my beautiful co-host and wife, my queen, Kim. And thank you so much for joining us today on My Queen and I. And we are elated.
I can't wait.
About what's about to go down right now.
Woo.
We are about to talk with a real Bonafide power couple. They have put together a national, well, not just national, international. An international program called R.I.P.P.E.D. And it is a program, it's an exercise program that is in thousands of clubs throughout the world, mainly in the United States. Mm-hmm. And they have actually two programs. It's called R.I.P.P.E.D. and Rumble. And these programs are just sweeping the nation, and they're just amazing. But that's only part of it. The other thing is that they keep so upbeat, and they treat each other with the utmost of respect, and they enjoy the value placed on a happy, healthy, and thriving
Absolutely.
marriage. So how many times in the world do you get to interview somebody who you just love so much? And it's kind of weird. I don't know if I'm going to act like I don't know them that well or whatever, but I mean, it's just kind of cool, you know, when you like know local celebrities, you know what I mean?
They are. They're more than local.
Oh, there they go. Look
Who's
at that. Terry, Terry and Tina. Oh, yeah, right. No.
love
How
it.
you doing?
What's happening?
How you guys doing?
We're very happy to be here.
And you know what? We're not started yet, are we?
Oh,
Yes, we are.
yes, we are, my
It
dear.
don't matter. Yes, we
Well,
are.
good. I just want to start by saying thanks for having us, but also that I'm so proud of you guys. Like right now, this is such like an important time for people to really be productive and be thinking about, you know, what they can do to make a difference. And like everything you guys are doing right now, rather than, you know, a lot of people currently feeling bored, right?
Or sitting on the couch watching the news.
Or
Right.
Netflix all day. So this is the opposite of Netflix and chill, right? Or being fearful, and it's productive and positive, and it's giving to people. So I'm super proud and excited that you guys are being, again, to us, such amazing examples.
Oh, you are always, and I don't think you could be anything but sweet to me and just appreciate it. But as we know, the reason you guys, amongst other reasons, but the main reason and the purpose you're serving on this show is you guys are a true power couple. You get things done not only on the personal level, but on a business level. And actually, Kim and I say it all the time. We call you guys the baby Kim and Chips, you know, but then I get the billing, the baby Chip and Kim. But
That is such an honor.
Oh, yeah, right.
Actually, Chip and Kim 2.0 in training.
There you go. There you go.
I love it.
But I mean, not too many people, and I guess you guys can attest to this, not too many couples can really start a business from the ground floor together where you're not figuratively, but you realistically spending 24/7 together. So I'm going to tell you right now, the purpose of this episode is to do a few things. One is to let others know that it's possible for them, because we're going to talk about how it didn't start off like gangbusters and how everything isn't like a yellow brick road into whipped cream and strawberries. Right. And we're also going to let people know, and this isn't only for couples who want to work together and 24 hours, because you don't get too many like that. This is for busy people, because ultimately we are going to swoop back to talking about how do you guys keep the romance going? How do you guys keep that intimacy? And where do you draw the line from Terry, the partner slash, working mate, to Terry, the sexy devil he is? You know what I mean? So Terry, I want to start with you first. Because now here's what I want you to do, Terry Shorter. Terrence Shorter. That's when he knows he's in trouble.
Terrence. When his mother used to beat his little butt.
I want you to give me your abridged version of how you guys met at that. I think it was a Target store.
No, I thought it was Best Buy.
Best Buy.
Wasn't it Best Buy?
Who's right? Target or Best Buy?
It's Best Buy.
I knew it. I told you.
So, you know what's so funny, Chip? Coming up on 21 years, actually, in five days from now.
Of that very day
Of that
we met.
very day we met. So on March 31st, 1999, Tina was living in Orange County, California. I was living in Los Angeles, California. And she was on her way to work. She was commuting every day from Orange County to Burbank. She was in the film and television industry, selling editing systems for film and TV. And I was actually living in Los Angeles in the music industry. And I was making my way down from LA to meet with a producer in Orange County. So both of us, we ended up meeting at Best Buy. We weren't supposed to be there at all. I mean, she was getting her phone fixed. I stopped in to buy a cell phone charger for my car so I wouldn't run out of battery. And we met at the cell phone counter. She picked up on me. She saw me and thought, gosh, I need to, get this guy's name and I need to get his number.
Oh, yeah, right.
So I programmed it in her phone for her, and the rest is history.
Oh, okay. So we thought we were going to be honest and truthful here, Mr. Shorter. Tina.
Wait, yeah, that is his version. But I bet you, Tina, is that your version, how you remember it?
I was chuckling from the beginning because after all these years, it started off sounding like my version that he's heard me say. So I was like, oh, good job.
An old dog can learn new tricks.
Right.
And then it took a left turn hard left at the end.
Right.
And it is fairly close. And it's true that, neither one of us would have normally been there on that day. And we did meet at the cell phone counter. He did actually help me fix a glitch with my phone because the person there wasn't able to figure that out. And I actually heard him humming, like very nice. I could tell he had an amazing voice. And at the time, I was really interested in, learning more about music. But, the thing is that, when I saw him there that day, he was what I call looking pretty ghetto-fied. So that means he had like...
Now it's called urban. It's urban.
It's very urban.
The term has changed.
We called it ghetto-fied for a long time. So that is this look of, he had Adidas breakaway pants, like long sleeve t-shirt, but like a big puffy like vest, like hip hop vest over it.
P. Diddy style.
P. Diddy style. He had a goatee. He had a hat on, and he had big cans around his neck, like
the ones you're wearing, Chip.
He had exactly. And so he had those kind of headphones on. He had like Sinbad hoop earrings, and he had my favorite part, and he just broke them out the other day. These black fly sunglasses with yellow lenses. Inside the store.
The old yellow lenses trick.
They weren't on his head. They were on in the store. They were on.
Wow.
Come to find out, the sun is always shining on Terry, so he needed that just
24/7, baby, 24/7.
So I really couldn't see him, but I knew that he had this amazing smile, and it was really nice and
this
helpful.
one right here.
There you go.
I love it.
And at the time, I was, just starting to kind of sing and audition and work in as a singer, and that was new for me. So I wanted to explore and learn more. So I asked him if he was a singer, and he said, I sing. He was very low key, very modest. And I said, oh, I'd love to hear your music sometime. And I gave him my card.
That's what she said, but you know what she meant, Terry. I want to see and hear your music.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's really, how it happened. And The next,
See, the way I heard it was, let's make beautiful music together.
There you go. That's what she was saying. That's what she was saying.
well, I couldn't see it. I couldn't see him.
But she could feel it. She could feel it.
That aura. We call that aura.
The aura, right?
Right.
Reflected in those yellow lenses.
Hey, you guys are always so fun, so upbeat. We relate to you so deeply. And I know what I'm going to say. Everything I say, I know you guys probably are getting chill bumps because you get to say, because Kim and I, we're such upbeat people. People think we're always happy, never have any bad times, oh my God. And we just know that's not reality, man. That is not reality, especially when you are in a stressful situation that we are in. But luckily, and I'm going to give you credit, Terry, because, our wives are there with us and they have their strengths. But you and I hate negativity so much that we're going to keep that. We're going to fight for our positiveness. So what I want to ask you guys right now is, when those rough times, since we know what we're doing here is we are helping other couples to get to happiness, health, and a thriving marriage like you guys have. When you do, Terry gets on your last nerve sometimes, Tina. And Terry ain't gonna admit it, but Tina, I would, usually I go back the other way and I say, and Tina, you get on Terry, but Tina couldn't get on anybody's nerves.
Absolutely not, my beautiful Tina.
So that ain't gonna. But so anyway, we have to talk from that perspective. But no, on a serious note, what do you guys do to get through those times when it's like, because we spend 24 hours together?
Well, I think that we are alike in a lot of ways. And like you, Chip and Kim, we do believe that happiness is a choice. We can choose that every single day, right? We can choose to feel good, or we can choose to feel bad in spite of anything that's happening. First and foremost, I think that we're really, really lucky, even before we got married, that we had a chance to have mentors in our lives, and really learning from people that had like a really positive and strong belief system, coached us to be better people, individually first, right? So that we could grow individually and together. I think we were lucky to have that even before we got married. But I know that, for us, I think, when it gets down to the reality of those types of challenges as a married couple, when you spend a lot of time together, I think hopefully at some point you realize that, you really got to choose your battles. Like, does this really matter? Is this that important? Is this worth fighting over? Is this worth being ruining our fun or happiness or joy for like a day or two or a week?
I love that.
And a lot of times that answer is no, and it's about, really putting our own stubbornness or pride aside to ego, to feel like, well, we need to win, right?
Because I always do.
I let him be right sometimes.
Right. That is so key, because that's what Kim and I also live by is the question, Terry, and we men, we really have to ask this: what do we get from being right?
Right.
Not a doggone thing, right, Terry?
I'm right, but I'm sleeping on the couch. Let me be wrong, baby. If loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. That's what I said. That is amazing. Kim, do you have anything for this beautiful couple?
Well, I do. I want to piggyback off of that, and then what you said earlier. What I've grown to love, and then maybe you two each could tell us what I've grown to love about Chip that I absolutely did not appreciate when we were first dating is he was a big jokester. He was a big clown, and he was always wanting to come up with something where he could make me laugh. And I can remember, and he still teases me to this day, when I would tell him when we first started dating, "You do tend to bore me." That was my line.
That was her mantra.
That was it all the time. But then I saw that because you do go through life and there are so many obstacles, you do need that comedic element in your life. He always wanted to make sure that I was happy. Happiness is so key to having a wonderful, beautiful relationship. And I appreciate now just knowing that he wanted to make sure we were always going to be happy, no matter what. Didn't matter if, we had a problem financially. Didn't matter if the kids did something to upset us. They weren't doing their homework, little stuff like that. But as long as he could keep me happy, that was so important. And now I understand that more today. And I appreciate that. That, I wish I would have appreciated it more when I was calling him a silly clown. But between you two, what is it when you think back to when you were first dating? What is it that you could say that now you have grown to really love and respect about each other?
That's a good question. I think one of the things that we agreed upon that has been, part of the foundation of our relationship was, we saw other couples out there, friends of ours, or just, strangers as well, who would do what's called public bashing one another, where, they would embarrass, their partner in a social setting, which is not healthy at all. Something that they probably should have taken behind closed doors, in private. And we made, that agreement right off the bat in our relationship. That was definitely something we would not do, as public bashing. We
That's
would,
good.
Sort
That's
out our
so
differences,
good, Terry.
one-on-one. And that in itself.
Then you bashed the shit out of each other. I told you, I will.
You better act right. Can't be acting like that.
And then the way they received that, Terry, they go, "Oh, thank you, baby. You didn't do it in public, so it's cool now."
Exactly.
I think my answer is similar to Kim's in that, Terry is so similar to Chip in that he's always joking around and keeping things light and funny and playful. And I think that is really important. And another thing that we gravitate towards, even in the worst times or moments, or regardless of what's happening, is if we watch something, it's going to be things that are uplifting or even comedy. So, we gravitate towards anything that's going to make us laugh and feel better, even if it's like a bad day. And that's really helpful. I think just both of us knowing that about each other, we got to just, keep smiling and just receive things that are going to make us feel better, and
positive programming.
Positive programming, right? So I do appreciate the humor though too, and I notice a lot of people will tell me a lot of this stuff, and this is so like you, Kim, because I see you do this so much. Chip will be getting crazy, and you just have this serious blank face, he doesn't even faze you. He's doing something, and you're just like,
Tina, you know me so well.
Right. Tina, everybody else comes up to me and goes up to Kim, "Your husband's so hilarious." Kim goes, "That fool."
But Tina, you're like me too in a big sense, where when I think about it, our husbands are around so many beautiful women, especially when he was an actor, and then he used to, be in theater arts, and he'd have to do all these romantic roles with these beautiful women. And you guys, the program that you guys have, you are around beautiful, beautiful women in your R.I.P.P.E.D program. That's another thing that people have asked me, well, Kim, Chip is always, he's so friendly with everybody, this and that. But I have always remained where that kind of stuff has never fazed me, because I know that Chip is coming home to me. I have never had to deal with that. And a lot of women are, so envious all the time. And men too, the same thing. It goes both ways. How do you make sure that you know or keep that element out of your life? You don't even let it enter, that whole jealousy thing.
That's a really good question. And I think that issue for maybe women or even men kind of is a deeper rooted issue from before. So I've never been a jealous person. I've never had jealous behavior or tendencies. So I went into this just really trusting and having like that, maybe that security that I didn't really have to gravitate towards those types of behaviors. And I don't know, I think that I felt in the beginning too that he was proud of me and had a great deal of respect for me. Like when we were first dating, I remember, when it was new and, someone would call him, he would get this big smile on his face. I'm sitting here with Tina right now. And he was just like openly trying to share with people that I'm here and she's with me. And he never like tried to hide that. He never tried to like be sneaky or, pretend I wasn't there or do anything that was weird, like that would make me feel like I wasn't an important part of his life.
Wow.
I love it.
That's so key. And the thing is that Kim, I don't know if she said something when we were just about maybe within the first year of our marriage. Kim sometimes tells you these stories and you got to read between the lines. And she said something about, Chip, my uncle, he was like one of the presidents of one of these fraternities or whatever. And whenever he spoke, he mentioned his wife's name every time he spoke. But a couple of times he forgot her name. And she did not ever forget that. So, boy, my uncle sure made a mistake.
Leave the mistake for your uncle.
That's right.
So I mean, I don't know if she said it exactly like that, but that's the way I heard it. So no, I'm all, and Terry's always putting his queen out there. I'm always putting my queen out there. And then plus, the bigger thing is the trust that you guys have, and nobody in this world can have a happy, healthy, and thriving marriage if that trust isn't there. Even if it has been broken, it can be built back up too.
Yep.
Even if it has, So we just want the people out there to realize that,
Yeah, I think that's important because every couple has, things that happen, whether it's, within their own, relationship or external things that affect their relationship, right? And I think that, it's important that, having a daughter too, that we're able to, teach her that thing too. Like trust is important, it's to be cherished. And, if you lose someone's trust, you can rebuild it, but it's not just there overnight. So marriage for anyone is never easy. We all know that. We've heard that a million times. And I think the only way that you can, maybe get through challenges like that is if you're both willing, you're
Right.
both willing to listen to each other, to work on something and do something different, to, maybe rebuild that. And I think it's not just one-sided, it can't be one person doing the work or, trying to fix it, or it has to be like a mutual thing. Like if I did something that he didn't like, if I'm trying, he has to be open to receive, right?
Love is a two-way street.
And vice versa, right?
Sure is.
Tina, this question is for you. I'm not talking about extravagance. I'm talking about simplicity. What is Tina Shorter's dream date with Terry?
That's actually really simple. Sometimes, because we do get really busy and we're always, running in a million directions. And, that's kind of the life of an entrepreneur. It's hard to shut off sometimes and, take a break. And if he's working, I'm not. If I'm working, he's not, late hour, early morning, whatever. We're always doing something regardless of the day of the week. So sometimes it's just Netflix and chill. Sometimes it's just getting a good yummy meal. Too. Yeah, just getting a good yummy meal and picking a movie that we can sit down and watch together comfortably in pajamas, maybe no distractions. And we love films. We don't watch a lot of TV like at all. We never really have been like into TV and shows so much. And there was a long period of time when we were first building our business where we didn't have TV at all. And as a matter of fact, the only point in time where we brought it back was when our daughter was born and she needed to watch, certain things and wanted to watch videos and things like that. So, we didn't often watch TV at all. So movies, however, films, and especially being that I came from the film and television kind of post-production industry, I was always very fascinated with like the behind the scenes and how things were made and special effects and really cool stuff like that. So I really have an appreciation for movies. I'm an easy to please kind of audience. So it has to be really bad if I'm, for me not to like it.
Right. See, that's why we don't do movies, Tina, because I'm the opposite. I'm like a movie Nazi. We'll be trying to watch a movie and man, that ain't real, and I'll go upstairs, man. So movies have to be good.
No, and not to mention that he will holler to somebody. Please, you cannot be talking in the movie.
Don't talk. I'm into the movie.
You cannot be crunching loud on your popcorn and really slurping on your drink. Because the movie Nazi will say something.
I'm a movie Nazi. I'm not easy to please.
So that's why I don't go to the movies.
I'm going to call you. You're called Rotten Tomato.
Right.
There he is.
Right. I love it. So you guys, before we wind down, I want to make certain that we take a little time to talk about Terry. Talk about what you do.
Fit couple of life. So tell everybody.
Body buddies up in the house.
I need to get my body like yours, Tina.
No,
Come
but
on,
wait. If I hold my stomach in, I look just like Terry. Okay, talk, Terry. While they take the camera off me.
You're so funny. So, when we first met, it wasn't only music that brought us together. One of the other things that Tina and I had in common from day one is we love to work out. Even when we traveled, we would book hotels based on the type of gym or extracurricular activities that they have. Even today, we do the same thing. So that was something that really, not just kept us together, but also kept us healthy, kept us happy. And when we first met, like Tina said, she was in the film and television industry. I was in the music industry. But soon we left both of those industries and started in banking. And we really didn't enjoy it. From a financial standpoint, it was fantastic, but soon realized that it wasn't all about the money. And one of our mentors told us, he shared with us, listen, success without fulfillment is failure.
Whoa.
And
whoa.
That's something
that's what we felt like. Whoa.
Yeah. And with what we were doing, with our company, we did not enjoy it. We didn't feel fulfilled. And so in essence, we were failing. And so, while we were, building that business, we taught part-time, in fitness, just for fun, because again, it was something that we enjoyed doing, classes here and there throughout Orange County at some of the gyms over here. And that was something that fulfilled us. That was something that we really enjoyed. And as we built up our career in banking, I got away from fitness more and more and started putting on weight and was found myself very unhappy, dissatisfied, even a little bit on the depressed side. That process, not only seeing what I was going through, but she ended up having to buy me bigger pants. She went
big boy pants.
34, 36, 38.
I felt so bad.
Wait, shit, now Kim,
does that sound familiar?
Kim, you were buying 34s. Those are the big ones? Yeah, sure. I'd be mad as heck if I ever had to get into some 34s.
I have to mention, though, when I first met Terry, he was postgraduate from UCLA, had played soccer most of his life. He was like working out, a lot, and he was extremely fit and extremely lean, probably 7% body fat. So yeah, I had to work out just to keep up with his eating habits because I was, not at that, percentage of body fat being a female anyways. So he was very, very in shape. So to see him probably like a 29-inch waist, but to see him, start to put on some pounds, I felt really bad because I knew this wasn't making him happy. And I felt like, he definitely wasn't himself. And so 34, 36.
Yeah, man. I mean, I would kill myself if I ever had to wear 36. I mean, these people, they don't have a clue what they're saying. Kim, they're just completely tearing me down, and I'm not feeling comfortable right now. Why don't we ask him to come on the show? Oh, I hope y'all didn't hear that.
Go online.
We have to be all happy that you got a little overweight, because out of that,
what came from you being out overweight, Terry?
So
with your fat ass, what happened because you became a fat ass?
Yeah,
Oh,
only
this is
36
that type of
inch weight.
podcast. I see.
Got it. So as a result, decided I needed to do something. Needed to make a change, and it wasn't going to happen automatically or by itself. And so one day found myself in our little makeshift home gym that we made. Our family, Tina, our daughter Tani at the time, she was, oh my goodness, how old was she? She was like 3 years old. We taught her, based on what our mentors taught us, how to create vision boards. Vision boards are basically, it's a poster board, and you basically cut out like different images, different words, phrases of the person you want to become, the places you want to go, the things that you want to do, the people you want to help, and you paste them or glue them up on these boards, this poster board. And this vision board, we had all those things, but one of the visuals, the pictures that I had, was a guy that had a chiseled chest, nice abs, nice arms, cut off his head, put my head there, and also cut out the word ripped, because I wanted to get ripped again. I wanted to get in shape. I wanted to get to that place, where this guy was. And so one day I was jumping up and down on our trampoline, our little rebounder, our personal trampoline in our gym. I had the vision board up on the wall, was listening to music, getting into this, state of focus. And all of a sudden, as I was looking at the picture of the guy and the word ripped, resistance popped off that board, intervals popped off the board, power, plyometrics, endurance, diet. And
wow.
That vision came like as clear as day. And I immediately jumped off the trampoline. I ran and told Tina, I know exactly what we're supposed to do.
Wow.
So awesome.
That's where R.I.P.P.E.D came from, and which is our program today. Wrote all that down, basically went to work, did some research and development, focusing on all the different elements of, resistance intervals, power, plyometrics, endurance, and diet. And the goal was to, develop a program that was created for everybody, for the masses, that anybody can do regardless of their fitness level, any age. Wanted something that was athletic based, something that was set to music or driven by music, and that something that was fun, something that people would actually enjoy, because we all know that working out or work out, just the word, doesn't have like the most positive or fun sounding connotation. Right. So we wanted to make it fun. And so as a result of doing about a year's worth of research, we ended up coming together with a certification program for fitness professionals across the country after we were approved by the National Academy for Sports Medicine, American Council for Exercise, and AFA as well. And they approved us after, building this program out and testing it with, some participants over the year. We were able to take it to the marketplace, and our goal was to train 500 instructors the first year. And once that first year was complete, we looked back after the smoke had cleared and after the dust had settled, and there was close to 1,000 instructors who had actually gone.
Whoa, that's amazing. Amazing.
So since then, we've had the privilege and the honor and the, just the awesome experience of training, over 16,000 instructors nationwide. We have an incredible master trainer team that is, they're just an amazing group of people, leaders in the industry. We've been invited to take the program and present it at some of the top conventions across the country and around the world. And it's been a fantastic journey. It hasn't been, perfect 75-degree weather where it's all sunny every single day. We've had our peaks, we've had our valleys, we've had just the emotional roller coaster, the financial roller coaster. People who have tried to ruin the business. We've experienced all of that.
You ain't going to experience any success without a hater, baby. I'm going to tell you that right now. There you go.
And, and Terry and I have this thing, maybe you guys can relate to this too, that there might be a day where he feels like quitting. There might be a day like I feel like quitting. But as long as we don't quit on the same day.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Hey, you guys, do me this favor. Since we're winding down, give me the web URL. Give me the Facebook group, and give me all that information really quickly.
Absolutely. So the program plus our newest program called Rumble, which is a mixed martial arts program, they both can be found at rippedplanet.com, where people can either find a class, a local live class in their local area taught by a certified instructor. They can get trained as a Ripped or Rumble certified instructor by our team. They can find trainings all across the country, or in our case right now, a virtual instructor training online. They also can find merchandise, apparel, Ripped and Rumble merchandise and apparel, and on demand, our brand new program, which is on demand 24/7, called Ripped Fit Factory, where people can do 15, 30, and 60-minute programs, which were all shot by People Star Filmworks. They've done an amazing job for the last
reverse plug.
35 seasons. So they can get those on-demand workouts anytime, any place, and that's pretty much it. Our URL, our handle, our social media handles are Ripped Fans, R.I.P.P.E.D.
Oh, snap.
For resistance intervals, power, plyometrics, endurance, and diet.
Merch. Now put your arms in there.
Wait, this is one of those, Muscle Man tees. I tell Terry, don't be giving me a t-shirt. Give me the Muscle Man one. Right, Terry?
See the shoulders,
the
boulder shoulders, and those guns popping out, Chef.
Right.
They're there. I see them.
Oh, yeah. Hey, you guys, I want to ask you now, I just want a quick answer to this, and so you got to think of it quickly, okay? And this is Snap. Let's see how quick you are. First, Terry, I'm going to put you on the spot. Oh, you said Tina. I'm going to put Terry on the spot so Tina can get a good answer. And just the answer and nothing else. Your favorite love song of all times, Terry.
My favorite
love song of all time. Oh, he's doing like CJ. Let me repeat it. I'm still in time by repeating it. Okay.
Lucky.
What the? Okay. Tina.
What is Lucky, though?
Lucky is a song that Tawny, our daughter Tawny, and I had the chance to duet.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and wait, you guys, Tawny has the voice of an angel.
She does.
So she just got them genes from her mommy and her daddy, because they can both not sing, but sing. But Tina, what is your song favorite? And don't be all nostalgic like that. Okay.
I do want to say that this business, comes full circle for us too. That now that she has grown, she's 16. She does have an amazing voice, and she writes. She's been able to work on some of the original tracks that we do for our programming as well. So that's like amazing. Not just an opportunity for her, but just such a blessing for us.
It's all in the family, baby.
Mine would have to be the song that we wrote. A little bit about our journey, called Getting to the Good.
Oh, I love that one. Okay, so now we're going to end the show. You've never had this happen in an interview. I'm putting you so on the freaking spot. You guys have a choice right now. You can either do a duet for about 30 seconds, or one of you can sing. Go for it right now. You have to do it. Bless the people.
Yes, please bless us.
You start, so I don't know what to sing.
Oh, wait. Kim, let him. Listen, we got to be quiet. Baby, don't look.
What song we sing?
Is this cold or what? I'm so damn cold. This is cold, but you're going to do, because I know you can do it.
Yeah, you two are great.
Oh, and here's your threat. If you don't do it, Kim and I will do it.
I don't remember that song.
Oh, you will?
Oh, you will?
No.
Oh, well then.
No. You don't want us to do it. No, go ahead.
How about girl, you are to me all that a woman should be, and I dedicate my life to you always.
Oh boy, I love you so. I can't find enough ways to let you know, and I know we'll stay this way for always. And we both know that our love will grow, and forever it will be you and me. Hey, ooh, you're like the sun chasing all the rain away. When you come around, you'll bring brighter days. Oh boy, I love you so. I can't find enough ways to let you know.
Oh,
it.
my God.
That was
Okay.
awesome.
All right, you guys, I'm going to, this is shameless right here. I want you to make sure, Terry and Tina, you know I told you before I came on the show, because you know I don't have a phony bone in my body. I feel that you guys are so awesome and wonderful, and people are going to be looking at My Queen and I podcast because we have you as guests. So I'm going to give a shout out to all of you ripped trainers, master trainers. Share this video. You just got to hear Tina and Terry throw down. Brother and sister, my little brother and sister, we love you so much from the bottom of our hearts to the top of our hearts. Thank you so much for being a part of My Queen and I.
Thank you so much for having us. We appreciate it.
Bye-bye, guys.
Bye. Love you guys.
Bye.
Oh, my God, Kim. Just so amazing when you have people who you love and people to come on and bless you. Was that song amazing or what?
Oh my gosh. Just didn't even expect it, and then it was impromptu.
Man.
It was a blessing just to
Right.
hear that.
Well, baby, I have to say, like I say every week, I love you so much, and thank you for being my queen. And I want to tell you all out there, hey, guys, when you make her your queen, you live a slice of heaven right here on earth. Thank you so much for joining us. We love you. The sponsor of this episode of My Queen and I was Dynamic Traits in Living Color. Ever wonder why people annoy you? Want a better understanding of why people do some of the things they do? Wouldn't you like to create harmony with the people you live, work, and play with? Go to the Apple App Store and download Dynamic Traits in Living Color right now. Bring out the best in you and the people you do life with. Android app available soon.